Hi Gemini, welcome to your February 2017 love reading. It's Raina here. Now, as you can see, I've already laid out the cards because I was rambling, and so I just decided to start over and be more concise. I was rambling because I was just talking about how Saturn has been in your 7th house for I don't know, a year, more, maybe a little more than that. I can't remember exactly when. And it'll stay there for the whole of 2017 until I think it's about December 20th, so basically the whole year. And this is your 7th house of committed partnerships, so it can kind of put them to the test. I remember, did I just go through this? I just went through this myself because my rising sign is Taurus, so Scorpio was there. Okay, so that was before Sagittarius. So what they say is that for those relationships that are shaky, it can, be the final death knell. For those that are, solid, basically, it may threaten them, but it's going to make them stronger. What kills you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What kills you makes you dead. But yeah, so anyway, boy, I'm glad. I bet you're glad that I didn't ramble, right? So anyway, let me just shut up and just start this. So the central theme is the 7 of Wands, and this is, I got this for another sign in a different position. But this is like you having to fend off some kind of attack, and it's just metaphorical term. It doesn't have to be physical or anything like that. But that kind of shows that you're on the defensive. Okay. Now I actually now that I see something, I kind of know what's happening, because I think I got this in a private reading, because I remember getting the 3 of Cups, and I had read in one of my tarot books that the number 3 can indicate love triangles, or in this case it could be multiple partners. So a Gemini, some of you may be dealing with somebody who has been womanizing, and yes, I'm sorry to use gender here, because they can go both ways, obviously. But I'm going to use that term just because that is an actual term, and I'm hoping that you'll forgive me if you're a man. I'm not bashing men one bit, but you may feel like you have to that may put you on the defensive. Now, when I see the fact that it's Cups, what I think too is that sometimes it could be somebody who is a barfly, who likes to spend a lot of time in hanging out at taverns, and maybe that's where they meet the latest hookup. And so you may be feeling a sense of defensiveness about their behavior. The other possibility is that you're dealing with somebody who is a water sign person who has created, I shouldn't say created, who you feel defensive because of their behavior towards you. The only reason that I think it's more of that they are just partying is because of the nature of what the 3 of Cups represents. It's more of a lighthearted kind of a thing. So I don't think that it's necessarily showing an abusive partner, somebody who's emotionally abusive or anything like that. I think it's more, of course you could say that infidelity is abusive, emotionally abusive. So, that's always a possibility. I see a Leo person for some of you. There's several cards that suggest that, actually. The 7 of Wands is, the wands relate to fire signs, and then we have alongside of it, which is kind of what is happening in February, the Strength card, which is associated with Leo. And that's why the lion is right there. And even as the outcome, the sun is associated with Leo. Maybe the problematic water sign is a Scorpio, because we have that in the challenge position. In the challenge position too, it can also mean that you are having a hard time letting go of this situation, even if it's really bad. And so I don't know why that would be, but you know, human beings do things for different reasons. Sometimes people stay in a situation because they say, well, I love this person. And sometimes I wonder if people love people even more when they get cheated on. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, is it possible that some people feel that that person is more valuable when they are sought out by other people? I don't know. I don't know how people's minds work. But this is a card of transition. So it means that it's kind of like when you have a lunar eclipse where it's like something is leaving and there's nothing you can do about it. And actually we are having a lunar eclipse in February. So what house would that be for you? That's in Leo. You're Gemini. Isn't that the third house? I think so, yeah. Okay. You know, it's funny. Maybe social media will play some role in the goings on regarding a relationship, because that lunar eclipse, which is a very powerful full moon, will light up your third house of internet, other types of communication, your neighborhood, your siblings. And interestingly, for the higher perspective, I'm getting the Six of Cups, and that can indicate, and I tell you, I get this card over and over and over and over again. I got it for another reading recently. And it's for some reason, maybe this is all about ascension. Maybe everybody's finding their twin flames and soulmates. You know, and so, or they're deciding that that's what they're not going to sell for anything less than that. But this is one of those cards. Now, this is associated with childhood or the past and romanticizing the past. Sometimes it can be living in the past, especially if it's upside down. But this, you know, this isn't a reverse card. So what could that mean? It could mean that you are someone who is longing for a person that you used to know. That person may be out there waiting for you. You know, this is the higher message, so it could be your spirit guides or your angels or whatever is telling you, you know, there's somebody there that you left or somehow you broke up with. The one that got away, that's what I was trying to get at. And now maybe that person will be revealed to you in February. Again, we had the Mercury retrograde in January, and sometimes people have gotten in touch with people from the past because of that. Maybe that starts the ball rolling. But speaking of the ball rolling, and this is really, you know, the advice or the, you know, what's coming in is very positive, and so is the outcome. You have the Ace of Wands, new beginnings in romance. Here's another card that could associate with Leo, because it's a fire sign energy. So whether it's literally a sun in Leo, or it could be somebody with Leo rising or a moon in Leo, this person, I feel like, is very outgoing, very positive, could be very loud, very very boisterous, the life of the party, very generous, and they just are enthusiastic for life. And what you will have together is something that maybe will be different. Maybe you had a disconnect with your prior partner, and this person will light your fire. You know, this person will give you what you've always wanted in a relationship. Because even as the outcome, we have the Sun card. And you can see the people here, because the Sun rules the 5th house, which is Leo's house, on the zodiac wheel. And it relates to falling in love and, that initial stage. It, refers to, in addition to that, it refers to the conception of a child. It refers to creativity, fun, pastimes, all those things. And so, and like I said, it relates to the sign of Leo. So this could be someone that comes in for you. This could also be you and another person falling in love. It's probably the most positive card of the major arcana, besides the star card, and there might be a few more, but it's definitely up there, number 19. And interestingly, 1 + 9 = 1, and we're in a 1 universal year, so beginnings, this Ace of Wands, that's a very positive card too. That's like, the seed of creation. And in fire, in the fire element, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, you have ace for every suit. But with wands, it's really a spark of creativity and enthusiasm. So whatever you begin is begun very passionately. If you have the Ace of Pentacles, it can be a very fruitful endeavor, but it's going to be much more measured, much more, serious and all about practicality. So, this is a wonderful reading for you, Gemini, in terms of the cards. And there were a few major arcana cards, so this may be pretty significant in terms of 2017 this month. And I certainly hope that you have a wonderful year and a wonderful February. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, enjoy yourselves and, good luck and love. Bye.